Alright, what's going on, y'all? Today I'm looking at what might actually be the best desktop home studio preamp pretty much available. So basically what's going on is that I've been recording on the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Generation 1 for like the last maybe almost 10 years, if not 10. So we're making a pretty big skip right now. I think it's about time we do some updating. And man, I'm super excited to take a look at this. First, we're gonna get into a little bit of unboxing. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the features, but man, this thing is solid, bro. I'm so excited to see what's going on with this, man. I heard tons of good things about it. Let's just find out. Let's do it. The Neumann MT48, man, it's a USB audio interface. It is, you know, it touts some pretty bold claims when it comes to audio interfaces, man. It's pretty much changing the game, if you ask me, man. Taking a look at the box, man, it looks like it's a premium little package we got here. Let's go ahead and bust it open. So first thing you see when you open up the box, you got a little bit of manuals and quick guides going on here. It's gonna give us a nice little walkthrough of everything we got going on. Of course, we got the LCD display, our back I/O with our inputs, outputs, and everything you can do to expand your connectivity. We've got some more inputs in the front as well. And of course, we got some dual headphone jack outputs too, man. So this is gonna be dope for collaborating too. So check it out, man. We got this Neumann box. This nice little carrying case. This thing is actually a lot smaller than it seems online. Like I'm just holding this up. I think this is probably about the same size as like no bigger than like a chapter book, like a Harry Potter book, bro. Like this is like the exact same size as like a Harry Potter book. And this is just the case. Yeah, we got our USB cables. So of course we got some USB stuff going on. This is a USB interface. You can plug it directly into your computer or USB, and then you can power it with another USB cable to plug it right directly into the wall. So you get two C to C, and then you also get one C to A with a power brick. And there you have it, folks, the Neumann MT48. This is our interface, but this is a removable plastic cover. Man, just the outside casing of this feels so nice, man. This feels really similar to like the actual Neumann mic material, like what the mics are made out of. So you're gonna match right perfectly. But it's the exact same color as like some of the other mics, U87, things like that. We got our nice little touchscreen knob. Ooh, it's kind of slick. I saw a couple of reviews that kind of made it seem like this thing, you know, maybe isn't as responsive. We'll find out once we turn on the screen. Got a couple little buttons on the front too. This is our button that's gonna take us back to the main menu. Yeah, man, this is gonna be, you can swap through different kind of mixes, I believe. I don't know, we'll find out once I get into it. Right on the back, you got your mic inputs, you got XLR, combo jacks, and you got line in right in the middle there too. And of course, you got some outputs as well. You plug in your stereo speaker setup. Of course, you got the outputs too. This is outputs too, in case you wanna do any kind of loop backs or send things out. Of course, it's gonna have to go to your speakers. You can also use these to route out into other equipment too, you know. You got some other ports here. I believe this is a ADAT port right here. Plug in Ethernet if you wanted to like expand to maybe another unit, or if you have another interface that you need more inputs, you can always do that. As well as you can use this port to plug it right into the computer. You can control the data that way, or you can send out everything to like a Dante setup or something like that. I'm not gonna act like I know all about that stuff. I don't use that very much, but you do have those opportunities, and I'm probably gonna, now that I have this, I'm gonna be experimenting a little bit more with that. Probably if I, travel to a studio or something, we can maybe bring this up. Continuing with that, we got our power right here, a power and our data right there. We got two USB-Cs, and it actually has a power switch too, so you can just click it on and off. Man, I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. This is kind of like a novelty thing to buy such an expensive interface for. But man, this mute button is gonna come in so much handy, because I've always been looking for one that just has like a straight up mute button, that's not like, like a total gamer one or something like that, bro. I had to use the Stream Deck just to kind of like set up something just to mute my mic, and I was like, man, why can't we just have an interface with a mute button on it? This is actually a talkback button. So if you have like a separate studio room, they can hear this right in the headphones for your artist. If you're recording an artist in a separate location, there's actually a mic right here. So that's pretty dope. Neumann MT48, man, I'm so excited that this thing came in. One of the bragging points is that these preamps are capable of recording a dynamic range of 136 dBs, which is pretty unheard of. So it's kind of crazy to be saying, but man, this is probably gonna be the last little recording session we do with the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. For so long, I have been using this interface. I'm pretty sure it's outdated by now, but I have no clue just how much of an improvement this is gonna be. I'm praying that it rocks my world, because this price is not. You know what I mean? Price is pricing. but everything's an investment, and I do audio video for a living. So here's the confirmation. So the dynamic range for the mic and the mic lift is 136 dB, man, 129 dBA. This is insane, man. Frequency range from 9 hertz all the way up to 46 kilohertz. Yeah, bro. But I'm gonna give you a little hint in case you didn't know. The Neumann MT48 can actually record raw signals and process signals at the same time into separate tracks. If you wanted to process a nice little ear mix so you can hear it in your headphones while you record, you can have that, and you can still keep a track that's not touched up too. And so that's gonna be crucial. I'm excited for that. Everybody wants to know how it's gonna feel and sound when it's a little bit mixed. Like, you know how it is when you're just recording a dry signal. You know, it's a little bit more motivating if you could throw some live effects on there. Just kind of feel it out, get that vibe going, you know? Let's go ahead and talk about the build quality of this thing, man. It's a nice little tank, honestly. It's built, it's all aluminum. So it kind of reminds me of some of the keyboards I'll be reviewing on my channel. If y'all into that, man, go ahead and check that out. Hit subscribe too. But back to the Neumann MT48. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. It's got a little heft to it. It's definitely quality. It's not something that, it doesn't feel like it's cheap, and it's not made of plastic either too. There's also a fan built in here. So I'm kind of curious. You see our little, this is our little ventilation right here. Something you don't want to cover up. But I'm kind of curious to see how loud it is once it starts kicking in, if it ever does. My room does get pretty hot. I got a pretty spec'd out PC with the, Core i9, and it starts to heat up the room. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect, just how hot this thing runs. And also on the bottom, you can screw this thing right into a mic stand, man. So if you got like a little control room situation and you got your artists in the studio booth, they can set up a little mic stand and help control it here. Or if you're a one-man band like myself, you can set it up in your own little personal booth and control things right here, and it'll basically allow you to make those little adjustments on the go. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and plug it in to do a little sound test, see how this thing is sounding. And this is gonna kind of be like a first impressions. I'm gonna come back and do like a full in-depth review and kind of, see exactly what this thing is capable of and run it through its paces, let you know exactly if this is something you should grab or not. But man, I'm so excited, bro. I've been waiting for this thing to come out for so long. But enough about that, man. Let's go ahead and check out how the Neumann MT48 actually sounds. Let's go.
All right, man, so this video is getting to be a little bit on the longer side, so I'm breaking it into 2 parts. And the second video is going to be a full breakdown and review of the Neumann MT48. But before I let you guys go, I'm going to let you hear exactly how this thing sounds. And if you couldn't tell already, you're listening to it right now. I'm recording through the Neumann TLM-103 right into the NT48. And I'm actually going to be doing some A/B testing where I'll switch over to the second version of this exact same take, but you'll be able to listen to the DSP. All right, man, so this video is getting to be a little bit on the longer side, so I'm breaking it into 2 parts. And the second video is going to be a full breakdown and review of the Neumann MT48. But before I let you guys go, I'm going to let you hear exactly how this thing sounds. And if you couldn't tell already, you're listening to it right now. I'm recording through the Neumann TLM-103 right into the NT48. And I'm actually going to be doing some A/B testing where I'll switch over to the second version of this exact same take, but you'll be able to listen to the DSP. Things don't always feel the same like how I used to do. See how they change when they catch flame or how we moving through. Tell me, point out my foes, point out my friends, I still know who is who. But I still got the wave, look how I work, don't leave a cubicle. Things don't always feel the same like how I used to do. See how they change when they catch flame or how we moving through. Tell me, point out my foes, point out my friends, I still know who is who. But I still got the wave, look how I work, don't leave a cubicle. But anyway, that's about it for today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can catch the full review for the NT48. And we can hear a little bit more vocal tests. I'll probably run it through a little bit more of its paces, show you the menu, things like that, man. But in the meantime, have a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.